Welcome to the official podcast series by POTENZA, where innovation meets insight. In this series, we dive deep into the world of SAP, explore the power of robotic process automation, and unlock the true potential of data analytics. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business leader, or just curious about the digital transformation shaping our world, you're in the right place. Tune in, stay curious, and let's explore the future of enterprise technology together. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube for more powerful insights. Now, let's get into today's episode.
For any business, really, choosing the right ERP system, well, it's one of those massive decisions, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Get it right, and you're setting yourself up for real growth, much smoother operations, better bottom line. But get it wrong, you could find yourself just tangled in complexity, wasted resources, maybe missed opportunities.
Yeah, it can be painful.
So today, we're going to try and cut through some of that noise. We're taking a deep dive into two really powerful SAP solutions. They're designed for, well, fundamentally different scales of business.
Right.
We've got SAP Business One that's purpose-built for growing small and medium enterprises. And then we have the enterprise-grade stuff, SAP ERP, which includes both the traditional SAP ECC and the newer, future-focused SAP S/4HANA.
Exactly. And our mission here really is simple. It's to give you the clarity you need, to help you understand which system truly aligns with your business needs, your budget, and importantly, your growth plans. So whether you're maybe a small business owner looking at cost-effective options, or perhaps an IT manager planning a huge enterprise-wide rollout, we want to distill the key insights for you, help you make that informed choice.
Okay, great. So let's start unpacking this. SAP Business One.
Yeah.
What exactly is it? I mean, our research suggests it's really tailor-made for those smaller growing companies. They want the whole package, but maybe without, overwhelming complexity.
That's a perfect way to frame it. SAP Business One is absolutely designed to be comprehensive, but still accessible for SMEs. Think of it like an all-in-one business management hub. It pulls together all those core functions, financials, purchasing, inventory, sales, even CRM, customer relationships, puts them all into one single unified platform.
So it's not just tackling one problem like accounting or inventory, it's bringing it all together.
Yeah.
What's the main benefit there for an SME looking at that?
Exactly. I think the real insight for you if you're an SME is how this unified platform can actually, well, eliminate those hidden costs you get trying to stitch together different systems.
Right, the integration headache.
Precisely. Instead of trying to make separate software for accounts, sales, and stock talk to each other, Business One gives you that single, accurate view, especially financially.
Okay.
And that translates to, real-time visibility for faster decisions, much smoother operations day to day. And because it's pretty user-friendly, your team can often pick it up quickly. Less need for extensive, often costly training.
Makes sense.
Plus, it's flexible. You've got cloud and on-premise deployment options. That makes it really attractive for growing companies that need something scalable, but maybe aren't ready for enterprise-level complexity just yet.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense for a growing business. Now, let's pivot. Let's look at the other side. SAP ERP. Now, when we say SAP ERP, we're actually talking about two different, though related, solutions, right?
Right.
There's the sort of traditional SAP ECC, and then its next-gen successor, SAP S/4HANA. Can you walk us through that? What does each bring to the table?
Absolutely. So SAP ECC, that stands for ERP Central Component, it's been the backbone for big enterprise operations for, well, decades now.
The workhorse.
The workhorse, exactly. It's incredibly robust, offers really deep functionality across almost every business area, finance, HR, supply chain, manufacturing, you name it. It's mature, it's proven, but
That's right.
it is built on older tech architecture.
Okay.
And the critical point for any large organization potentially listening, if you're still on ECC, is that it will eventually reach its end of support date. That means you really need a strategy to move to something newer.
Right. So ECC, reliable, but time's ticking. Which brings us to S/4HANA. How is that the future? What makes it such a different beast?
Yeah, S/4HANA is where things get really interesting. It's SAP's completely reimagined ERP suite. And the absolute game changer is that it's built on the SAP HANA in-memory database platform.
In-memory. What does that mean in practical terms?
Think of in-memory as processing all your company's data directly in the system's main memory, like super fast short-term memory, not constantly reading from slower disk drives.
Okay, speed.
Exactly. Yeah. Lightning speed. It leads to almost instantaneous reports, incredibly fast analytics, and just the raw power to process massive transaction volumes in real time.
Wow.
And it brings modern features, too, like simplified data models, which makes things easier under the hood, and a much more intuitive user experience through something called the SAP Fiori interface.
Fiori.
Yeah, think of Fiori like a modern, role-based dashboard, almost like a set of personalized apps on your phone tailored to what you need to do.
Yeah.
It makes navigating this complex system much simpler.
Okay.
So, S/4HANA boosts performance, offers advanced analytics, and it's specifically designed to support those big digital transformation projects that global enterprises are undertaking.
So just to be clear then, both ECC and S/4HANA, they're definitely targeting the big players, the large enterprises. What kind of organizations are we talking about here? What do they typically need from their ERP?
You're spot on.
Yeah.
They're squarely aimed at large enterprises, complex organizations. These are systems built for businesses that need, well, extensive customization to fit very unique processes. They often require highly specialized, industry-specific solutions, think banking regulations or pharma compliance. And they just need the sheer horsepower to handle massive transaction volumes across, multiple business units, maybe multiple countries, global reach, complex operations.
Okay, got it. So now we have a clear picture of what each system is fundamentally for. Let's dive into how their core functionalities really stack up. What are the key differences you should be aware of?
Right, core functions. With SAP Business One, you're getting the essential business management capabilities. Strong financial management, good sales and customer management tools, purchasing, inventory control, production planning for manufacturers, and some built-in business intelligence. It integrates these functions really smoothly, giving an SME that kind of 360-degree view. It's usually perfect for most growing business requirements.
And SAP ERP, how does its scope differ for a large enterprise needing that deeper functionality?
Well, SAP ERP, it's just comprehensive, truly enterprise level. We're talking deep capabilities across financial accounting and controlling. That's the management accounting side.
Yeah.
Human capital management, procurement, sophisticated manufacturing, sales and distribution, even plant maintenance for asset-heavy industries.
Wow.
It's built from the ground up to support incredibly complex business processes, multi-company structures, intercompany transactions, and those highly specific industry requirements you find in large, often global, organizations.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Customization and scalability. This is always fascinating, especially for businesses thinking about the future. How do these systems compare in their ability to be, molded to unique needs and grow alongside a company?
Good question. With SP Business One, you do have moderate customization options. There's an SDK, a software development kit, and you can develop add-ons. So you can tailor it, but it's generally more limited compared to the enterprise systems. In terms of scale, it scales really well for growing SMEs, handles more users, more transactions as you grow. But it might hit certain limitations once a company gets significantly larger beyond that medium enterprise size.
Right. And for SAP ERP, particularly S/4HANA, what kind of customization freedom are we talking about? And I guess, are there potential downsides to that huge flexibility?
Look, SAP ERP, especially S/4HANA, offers, virtually limitless customization. It's often done using ABET development, that's SAP's own powerful programming language. It basically lets you reshape the system to fit almost any unique business process you can dream up, like building a custom wing onto your company's digital headquarters.
Ah, okay.
You also get extensive workflow configuration options and specific industry solution packages. It makes it suitable for global giants needing absolute tailoring. But to your point about downsides, this is a crucial insight. Excessive customization, ironically, can become a real headache later on. Well, it can make upgrades much more complex and costly. So interestingly, S/4HANA's push towards using more standardized best practice processes out of the box can actually be a strategic advantage for many enterprises now. Less custom code to maintain.
That's a really important point, balancing that power with practicality. Okay, now, integration. Connecting with other systems a business already uses. How do the two SAP solutions handle that?
SAP Business One. It supports integration with third-party applications, usually through APIs, web services, things like that. The options are definitely there.
Right.
But it might require additional development effort. It's generally less extensive out of the box compared to ERP, often rely on partner-developed add-ons to bridge those gaps.
So maybe a bit more work needed sometimes. What about the enterprise systems? I imagine robust integration is just table stakes for large organizations. Oh, absolutely. It's a must. SAP ERP offers incredibly robust integration capabilities. You get comprehensive APIs, dedicated middleware solutions like SAP Integration Suite, and native seamless connectivity to other SAP products. It forms a really tightly integrated ecosystem.
Right.
It connects easily with complex legacy systems, third-party clouds, whatever a large enterprise might have. It supports the most intricate integration scenarios and heavy-duty data synchronization requirements you can imagine.
Okay, let's talk about the user experience. What's it actually like for an employee sitting down to use these systems day to day?
SAP Business One generally features a pretty intuitive, modern interface. It's really designed for ease of use. It prioritizes that user experience and accessibility, especially for employees who might not have, deep ERP training. Navigation tends to be straightforward. Common tasks are efficient.
So user-friendliness is key for Business One. And for SAP ERP, especially S/4HANA, with that Fiori interface you mentioned, what's the experience like there? Is it as simple? Well, SAP ERP with Fiori is modern. It provides that role-based user experience, personalized dashboards, responsive design that works on different devices. It's a huge leap from older interfaces. But because of the sheer depth and complexity of the underlying enterprise functionality, it can still require more extensive user training and adaptation time, even with a nice interface.
Right.
It's fundamentally built for power users handling complex tasks in large organizations. It's powerful, but there's a steeper learning curve, inevitably.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, moving beyond the features, the practicalities, getting these systems up and running, understanding the true cost of this is absolutely crucial for you when making a decision. Let's talk timelines first. How long does it typically take to implement each system?
Right, implementation time. For SAP Business One, you're generally looking at, say, 3 to 6 months for a full implementation. Of course, that depends on your business complexity, how much customization you need. But its streamlined nature, those pre-configured templates, they really help speed up the deployment.
So, relatively quick for Business One. What about a major SAP ERP implementation? I'm guessing that's a whole different ballgame.
It absolutely is, a different league entirely. SAP ERP implementations.
Yeah.
They generally take anywhere from 6 months to, 24 months, sometimes even longer.
Wow.
It really depends heavily on the organization's size, its global footprint, the complexity of its processes, and crucially, the level of customization required. Its comprehensive nature just demands extremely careful planning, very extensive testing, and often phased rollouts across different parts of the business or different geographies.
That is a significant difference in time commitment.
Yeah.
And the flip side, cost. How do they compare financially? What kind of investment are businesses looking at?
SAP Business One offers a much more affordable entry point, much lower licensing costs, usually reduced infrastructure requirements, especially with cloud, and those shorter implementation timelines naturally mean lower initial project costs.
Right.
The total cost of ownership, TCO, generally stays quite manageable for SMEs. More predictable ongoing expenses, too.
And for a behemoth like SAP ERP, what kind of upfront investment should a large enterprise brace itself for?
Yeah, SAP ERP requires a significant upfront investment. No sugarcoating it.
Okay.
This includes not just the software licenses, which can be substantial, and the underlying infrastructure servers, databases, networks, but also significant spending on consulting services for the implementation itself, integration work, and extensive training for potentially thousands of users.
Right. Big numbers.
Big numbers. However, for those large organizations, this higher TCO is generally justified. It's offset by the potential for huge enterprise-wide efficiency gains, those advanced analytical capabilities driving better decisions, and the strategic support it provides for fundamental business transformation.
Okay. Training and ongoing support also vital. What are the options and typical needs for each system?
SAP Business One, again, tends to be more user-friendly. It offers good training materials, lots of online resources, and partner-delivered training programs. Its intuitive design generally reduces the amount of training needed and helps users get up to speed faster.
And for the enterprise systems, ERP.
SAP ERP offers really extensive training programs, official certification courses, comprehensive documentation. It's all there.
Sure.
But because of that inherent complexity we talked about, it typically requires more intensive training initially and often dedicated ongoing support, either internal teams or external partners, just to maximize user productivity and make sure everyone's really leveraging its full power.
Right. Last point on practicalities, updates and maintenance. How do those cycles differ?
SAP Business One follows pretty regular update cycles. New releases come out with enhanced features, bug fixes. The maintenance requirements are generally quite manageable for an SME's internal IT team or often handled by their implementation partner.
Relatively straightforward.
Yeah.
And for the larger, complex SAP ERP systems?
Yeah, SAP ERP requires far more complex maintenance procedures. We're talking significant system updates, meticulous patch management, continuous performance tuning and optimization. Large organizations typically need dedicated internal IT resources, sometimes quite large teams, or specialized external support just for the ongoing maintenance needed to keep these critical systems running smoothly and securely.
Okay, let's unpack this even further then. Which specific industries or types of business scenarios really stand to gain the most from each system? Where do they really shine?
Good question. SAP Business One. It really excels in industries where SMEs need that comprehensive business management, but don't need excessive complexity. Think manufacturing companies.
Okay.
They benefit hugely from the integrated inventory management and production planning, help streamline the shop floor. Wholesale and distribution businesses, they leverage the robust inventory control and sales management features to manage their supply chains really efficiently. Professional services firms can use this project management and financial tracking to stay on top of projects and budgets. And retail operations often benefit from point-of-sale integration and tight inventory management.
So it's about that integrated efficiency for growing businesses across various sectors. How does that contrast with SAP ERP, serving those much larger, often global industries?
Right. SAP ERP serves industries that demand incredibly complex processes and often face stringent regulatory compliance. This is where you see, for example, large manufacturing organizations using its comprehensive supply chain management and advanced planning tools to optimize global production networks. Financial services companies, banks, insurance, they rely on its robust risk management and regulatory reporting features to meet strict industry rules. Healthcare organizations often use specialized industry solutions built on ERP for patient management and adhering to complex compliance like IT payer and maybe oil and gas companies. They benefit from sophisticated asset management for pipelines and rigs, plus strict regulatory compliance tracking for environmental and safety rules. Very different scale and complexity.
Definitely. Now, beyond the functional fit, that deployment choice cloud versus on-premise is a huge decision these days. How do those options play out for each system?
Yeah, critical decision. SAP Business One offers both. You can have it in the cloud or on your own servers, on-premise.
Pros and cons.
Well, cloud deployment usually significantly reduces your upfront infrastructure costs, and you get automatic updates, which is nice. On-premise gives you potentially greater control and maybe more customization flexibility.
Right.
A lot of SMEs we see prefer the cloud version of Business One, mainly for that lower total cost of ownership and reduced IT management burden. Let someone else manage the servers.
Makes sense. And for SAP ERP, I imagine large enterprises have more varied needs here.
They absolutely do. SAP ERP supports various models. On-premise is still common for maximum control. But there's also cloud. SAP S/4HANA Cloud provides modern software as a service capabilities. And increasingly common, hybrid configurations.
Hybrid, mixing them.
Exactly. Maybe keep core finance on-premise for control, but run HR or procurement in the cloud for agility. Many large organizations are opting for these hybrid setups now. It lets them balance that need for control in some areas with the scalability and maybe faster innovation cycles of the cloud in others.
Interesting balance. Okay, reporting and analytics. Key for making smart decisions in any data-driven business. How do these systems deliver here?
SAP Business One provides, solid standard reporting capabilities. You get customizable dashboards, basic analytics. It includes a good set of predefined reports for common functions, sales, finance, inventory, and you can do custom report development.
So adequate for most SMEs?
Generally, yes. It's perfectly adequate for most SME needs day to day, but its advanced analytics capabilities might feel a bit limited compared to what the enterprise system offers.
Right. So speaking of which, SAP ERP, especially S/4HANA with that HANA in-memory power, what's the story there?
Yeah, this is where SAP ERP and particularly S/4HANA really, really shines. It offers truly comprehensive business intelligence and advanced analytics capabilities.
Such as?
We're talking real-time reporting directly off live transactional data, predictive analytics using historical data to forecast future trends, sophisticated data visualization tools to actually understand complex data sets. It really empowers organizations to make deeply data-driven decisions on a grand scale. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with dedicated tools like SAP Analytics Cloud for even more powerful, specialized analytical capabilities. You can really deep dive into vast amounts of data.
Okay, powerful stuff. Thinking about user counts, system capacity, Are there typical limits or, let's say, sweet spots for each solution? How many people can use them effectively?
SAP Business One is typically designed to support up to around, say, 1,000 users efficiently.
Yeah.
That makes it a really strong fit for the vast majority of SME requirements.
Okay.
It comfortably handles the moderate transaction volumes and data sizes you'd expect in small to medium-sized operations.
And SAP ERP sounds like it's built for, well, unlimited scale almost.
Pretty much. It is designed to support virtually unlimited users. It can handle truly massive transaction volumes, millions per hour sometimes. That's why it's suitable for the largest global organizations, the ones with thousands or even tens of thousands of users worldwide.
Right.
Its architecture is fundamentally built for those highest performance requirements and the most complex, high-volume business scenarios imaginable.
Okay. Finally, for businesses operating internationally, multi-currency and multi-language support are just non-negotiable, right? How do these two stack up here?
Yes, crucial for global business. SAP Business One does support multiple currencies and multiple languages. It enables international operations for SMEs that are maybe expanding globally. It handles currency conversion, offers multi-language interfaces for users, and supports localized business processes for various countries pretty effectively.
And SAP ERP, given it's often used by huge multinational corporations.
As you'd expect, SAP ERP provides extremely comprehensive multi-currency and multi-language capabilities, designed from the ground up for global enterprises.
Okay.
It supports highly complex currency scenarios, hedging, revaluation across many currencies, extensive localization options covering legal requirements, tax rules, reporting formats for hundreds of countries, and deep support for country-specific business processes and regulations. It's essential for compliance in diverse global markets.
So hosts, this really brings us to the crunch point, doesn't it? What does all this actually mean for your specific choice, for the listener trying to figure this out right now?
It really is all about finding that right fit, isn't it? So to try and summarize, SAP Business One looks like the ideal choice for small and medium enterprises. If you need comprehensive business management, but without the sheer complexity and, frankly, the massive cost of an enterprise-level system,
Right.
it seems to offer incredible value for growing businesses. It gives you those integrated operations, the efficiency gains, and scalable support for that next stage of growth. For most SMEs, it probably strikes the best balance. Functionality, cost, implementation, effort. Yeah, I think that's fair. And then on the other side, you have SAP ERP, both the legacy ECC and the modern S/4HANA. These are clearly built for large enterprises. Organizations that require that comprehensive functionality need extensive customization and have to handle incredibly complex business processes. These systems, they justify their higher costs through those vast enterprise-wide efficiency gains, the powerful advanced analytics we talked about, and the strategic support they provide for genuine business transformation.
And the S/4HANA piece.
Right. If you're a large organization, especially one looking towards the future, SAP S/4HANA is really the clear path forward for those future-ready capabilities. And a crucial point, if you happen to be still running an older SAP ECC system, seriously planning that migration strategy now is absolutely essential. You need to avoid getting caught out when support eventually phases out.
Definitely. Looking ahead now, the whole ERP landscape is constantly evolving, isn't it? We're seeing cloud first becoming the norm, more AI integration, better user experiences. How are both of these SAP solutions positioned for that future? Are they keeping up?
They are, yes. Both SAP Business One and SAP ERP are actively incorporating these trends. Cloud adoption is definitely accelerating across the board. AI-powered insights, things like predictive forecasting or anomaly detection, are becoming more standard features. It's all aimed at helping businesses of all sizes become smarter, more agile.
Okay.
So for SMEs considering Business One, a cloud deployment often makes the most sense financially and operationally. Reduced infrastructure hassle, automatic updates. Large enterprises using ERP, as we mentioned, might benefit more from those hybrid approaches, balancing their need for control with the agility and scalability cloud components can offer.
It really sounds like making the right choice comes down to a careful and maybe quite honest evaluation of your current needs, where you realistically see yourself growing and the resources, time, money, people that you actually have available.
Precisely. That's the heart of it. You absolutely need to consider factors like your current and projected user count, the real complexity of your business operations today and tomorrow, your budget constraints both upfront and ongoing, and your desired implementation timeline. How quickly do you need this? Look, both SAP Business One and SAP ERP are proven. powerful solutions. They have strong track records. The key is matching the system's capabilities to your specific business requirements.
Yeah.
Always keep an eye on your long-term growth and evolution needs.
Yeah.
And one final point, successful ERP implementation. It's not just about picking the right software package off the shelf. It's just as much about meticulous planning, robust user training and change management, and committing to that ongoing support and optimization.
Absolutely. Well, this deep dive has hopefully given you a real shortcut to being well-informed on what is undoubtedly one of the most critical decisions a business faces, choosing between SAP Business One and SAP ERP. Our goal here was really to help you navigate this complex landscape with clear, actionable insights, to cut through the jargon and get straight to what truly matters for your business.
And perhaps a final thought for you to mull over as you reflect on all this. Remember that selecting the right ERP system isn't just about the software features themselves. It's fundamentally about aligning that technology with your organization's unique capabilities, your culture, and your long-term strategic vision. So as you think about it, consider not just what the system does on paper, but how it will genuinely empower your people and optimize your processes to tackle tomorrow's challenges and seize tomorrow's opportunities.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the POTENZA podcast series, where we decode SAP, automate with RPA, and analyze with precision. We hope you found today's conversation insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the technologies transforming tomorrow's enterprise. Got questions or ideas for a future episode? Drop them in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time. Thank you.